Hey everyone, it's Dave from Dave's Ohio Barbecue. It's almost time for the big game, and today we are going to be making smoked buffalo chicken dip. Stick around. This recipe isn't anything that I came up with myself. This is the buffalo chicken dip recipe from Frank's Red Hot. You just go to their website and they've got the recipe on there. What I wanted to do though, I wanted to try a couple things here to see if I can mix it up a bit. I wanted to add a little bit of a smoky barbecue flavor to this buffalo chicken dip, see if I could take it and bring it up a notch. So what I did was I'm using chicken thighs as my chicken for this, not chicken wings or not chicken breast. Chicken thighs tend to be meatier. They tend to hold up a little better when you barbecue them, when you smoke them. And I'm going to smoke them on my pellet smoker. They don't take long. I'm using boneless, skinless chicken thighs. You know, there's no reason to use the bone-in ones because you're just going to be shredding this up, so you might as well make it easy on yourself. Before I put the chicken thighs onto the smoker, I want to treat them with a barbecue rub. And I'm just going to use, I mix up a whole bunch of different rubs and I'm using my sweet heat rub. I will put the ingredients for that down below. I'll also put a link to the Frank's Red Hot website so you can follow that chicken dip recipe if you just want to make it without the smoked goods in it. I know that a lot of people like to smoke cheese with their, pellet smokers because they can get down to a relatively low temperature, no risk of melting the cheese or anything like that. But I was doing some research to see if anyone's ever successfully smoked cream cheese. And there are some people that smoke them, kind of really, really slow with like using a pellet tube and just put it in a cold smoker and just let the smoke kind of absorb. But I haven't had really good success with that in the past. I don't think it imparts as much of a smoky flavor as I would want. I feel like you need that heat. So I did find on the Smoking Meats forum, someone was talking about how they actually smoked cream cheese at 250 degrees. So I figured I'd give that a shot. So I'm running the pellet smoker at 250 degrees. I'm going to use apple pellets for this. I'm going to put the chicken and the cheese on at about the same time. The chicken thighs should take roughly about an hour. They're not going to take very long because they're not very big and they're not very thick, so they should really smoke relatively quickly. And I just want to take them up to a temperature of 165, 175 just so I know that they're done. The cheese, I'm going to start, since I'm doing it 250, I'm going to leave it on there for 1 hour and see what happens. Before I put the cream cheese on though, I am going to score the top of it just to give it some room to expand, because I saw that in the forum that I was reading, sometimes the cheese puffs up a little bit. It doesn't really melt, it just kind of, eases a little bit. So giving it the scoring marks helps it have a path to expand. So here they both are, they're done. It took just over an hour. Everything seems to be looking good so far. To continue with this recipe now, everything needs to be mixed up into a bowl because we're not quite there yet. Now we got to follow the Frank's Red Hot recipe. The amount of chicken breasts I did was enough to equal about 2 cups of shredded chicken. You're going to want, at this size, probably about 4 or 5 chicken thighs should be enough to do that. Before we start mixing all this up together, make sure you hit that subscription button down below and press the bell next to it so you get notifications every time I make a new video. I'm going to put the chicken into a bowl. You can shred it with forks. Some people have those, Wolverine shredding claws. You can use those as well. I actually find using a mixer works really well for shredding chicken. I use it for shredding pork even. especially for a recipe like this. When I'm serving it like, as a meal, it's fine if it's bigger chunks of chicken, but since it's going to dip, I want it to sort of be smooth. So I'm going to take the hand mixer, just like regular egg mixer that I have, the electric one, and I'm going to run the chicken through that by itself and just kind of shred it to bits first. You need 2 cups of shredded chicken, in our case, smoked shredded chicken. You need an 8-ounce package of cream cheese, or in our case, an 8-ounce package of smoked cream cheese. To that, you're going to add a ½ cup of Frank's Red Hot. You can either use the cayenne pepper, just the regular version, or they also sell like a buffalo wing version of Frank's. You can add that ½ cup into the bowl with the cheese and the chicken. You also need to add a ½ cup of ranch dressing. And then I like to put a ½ cup of blue cheese crumbles on the top, just to kind of give it that chicken wing and blue cheese feel. Just take that mixer back out and mix all the cheese and dip and everything until it's nice and even. Once it's all mixed, it needs to go into a baking tray. I use an 8x8 glass Pyrex dish. That seems to work pretty well. This doesn't make a ton of dip, but it's good enough. Great thing about this recipe is though, you can cover it with some saran wrap and some tin foil, chuck it in the fridge, and you can keep it for a couple days before you actually do the warm-up process. Then preheat your oven to 350 degrees and you're going to bake it in there for about 20 minutes until it is warmed through. And that's it. That is my smoked buffalo chicken dip. It's really great on pretzels. Like pretzel crisps, those things. It's great on potato chips, to be honest with you. Celery sticks, any of that. Makes a great addition for the big game or any sort of party you're having. It's a lovely, just like appetizer for people that love chicken wings. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to me on social media. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Dave's Ohio Barbecue. I also have a Facebook page. Just go to Facebook and search Dave's Ohio Barbecue, and you should be able to find it. And also subscribe. Hit the subscription button down below, wherever it is, over here, I don't know, right here maybe, and then press the bell next to it as well. That way you'll get notifications every time I make a new video. I have a lot of videos coming out real soon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.